Today we're going to talk about how measured move alerts can make you rich quickly using MSP ALGO Artificial Intelligence Trading BOT. We're going to discuss what a measured move alert actually is and why it is beneficial to trade to make fast money moves. So we're going to look at the MSP Algo charts, indicators, as well as the application. And you should learn how to win 90% of your trades consistently trading measured move alerts. The #1 advanced warning trading system on the planet is at MarketSwingPlayer.com. Now, I said advanced warning. We'll get into that soon. So let's look at the application and see exactly what is a measured move alert. Okay, now as you can see, we have the application here. I'm going to hit the MSP Algo Trading BOT, and we have what we call the condensed daily swing trend trade log. And what it does is it logs alerts to this trading log so that you don't have to search individually for a special alert. Right now, we're just tracking measured move alerts, and in the future, we may be tracking the other alerts as well. So, in a nutshell, this is a quick way to look and see what alerts came out on MSP Algo Artificial Intelligence Trading BOT for each symbol. Okay? So now, this is MSP Algo Condensed Alerts and Daily Trend Swing Trade Monitoring Log. You could enter your symbol, what start date, time, end date, time, and do a search. I already did a search. So, measured move alerts have a major effect on both the intraday and daily chart time frames. Once an alert triggers intraday, a spike in price action happens soon after. The spike can be a pop or a drop depending on price action. Normally, price flush then retests the last resistance level, and that's going to determine the direction. So if price retests and break out, then obviously price is going to go higher. If price retests resistance and fail and pull back, obviously price is going to pull back. Measured move alerts also affect the daily charts and an advance warning that a huge move is coming in the near future for that particular stock. Okay? So I'm going to scroll down and we're going to look at, do a search here. Okay, So as we can see, the date that we're searching is July 31st. And we could see we had got the measured move alerts. We could see the alert type is measured move. This is the symbol or the icon of what a measured move means, measured move. Okay, so we could see that we had alerts for Amazon, BIDU, GNC, Google, MMM, NVDA or EGN, TSLA, Tesla. Okay, so what is a measured move alert? Well, I gave you a description, but it's hard to tell by just reading the description. So what I'm going to do is we're going to look at a chart at Amazon. Okay, so here is an Amazon chart here, and I want to take a trade. But when I take a trade, I want to make sure that price is actually going to go somewhere. In order to trade, price needs to move up or down. If you're day trading or scalp trading, and in this particular scenario, let's do this here. I've put this chart back in time. Okay, so I want to take a trade. I see we had a little spike here, yellow dot signal indicator, and I want to take a trade. I know this price is near resistance, but how do I know price is going to go somewhere? I mean, if I take this trade, I'm thinking probably 1798, or if it pulled back, probably 1755. But how do I know that the market makers or institutional traders don't have an order in to do accumulation or distribution? If they do, then price is not going to move. It's not going to move. It's going to go sideways. So, as you can see, you may think price is going to go somewhere. Even though we know this is near resistance, hypothetically, we think price is going to go somewhere. And just looking at the chart, and we notice price is not really doing anything. It's just going sideways. So if you trade stocks, that's not that bad. But if you trade options, if you trade options and you're expecting it to go, the price of the stock to go up or the price of the stock to go down, it needs to move. It needs to move as soon as possible. The reason is because the IV. Okay? So that means that if the stock is going sideways, the volatility, the IV will go down. And even if, let's say you took this trade thinking it's going to 1798, thinking it's going to 1798. And all of a sudden, this pivot came and you met a little resistance. So now you took your trade here at 1777, and this is at 1350, and price is not doing anything. And this is 1500. So what happens to the price of your option? An option is an instrument used to trade stocks, and it's kind of like having a little leverage. You get, if you need to know what options are about, you may want to do some research on that. But basically, it's an instrument, and it moves based on how the stock moves. Okay, so they have what you call calls and puts. Calls mean you think the price of the stock is going to go up. Puts mean you think the price of the stock is going to go down. So in this case, we think the price of the stock was going to go up, and everything looked great until that resistance hit. But we think we'll just go in and wait it out because we have our options. Well, when we purchased here, price is moving, so there was more demand. So the IV was higher, or the premium, to buy that option. Let's say it cost me $500 to buy $1,800 call, or $1,780 call. So I got a $1,780 call. I wanted to be in the money. I wanted to have high delta, and that way the option will move close to the price of the stock movement. But now price met resistance, and it's still where I purchased it. But now price isn't moving. So the IV of the option is going to go down based on what the stock is doing, an expected move. So there's less demand, so the premium goes down. So now I paid $500 for a call option, and now it's only worth $400, even though the price of the stock didn't move. That is the number one killer of option traders, and I'm going to show you how to alleviate that problem right now. So we know that when you're trading, it doesn't really matter if it's stock or options, but definitely options. You want price to move. You don't want price to go sideways. So this is like sideways price action here. And we understand that even if price don't move with an option, we're under now. So now we're under $100, and price is still where we bought it. We bought it at a good price, but we're under. So how do we alleviate that problem? This is the number one killer of options, is sideways price action when you're trading naked call or put options. Okay, so let's go forward here. So that was the day before. Let's go back. I kind of... Okay, we were here. All right. And the entire day, all it did was go sideways. If I'm a day trader, I would have to get out this trade, because if I don't swing trade, I don't want to be trapped in a position overnight, right? Or you may have to hold on to your position because you just know it was going to bounce, right? Well, I'm going to show you how not to worry about any of that. Let's forward this a bit. And now this is where measured move alerts come in, okay? So let's go back to, so what is a measured move alert going to do? A measured move alert intraday is going to tell you that a spike is coming soon with the security. So it means that price is going to spike. It's going to spike up or down, okay? So if we go back and look at the Amazon so we could see this is 7:31 at 9:30 a.m. A measured move alert came out, and we're just gonna, in this video, we're just gonna really discuss the intraday measured move alerts, and because this is really complex here, and then on another video we'll discuss the rest. But this is the most important, and this is how to get rich trading measured move alerts, intraday scalp trading. Okay, so we can see this is at 9:30 and price is at 1786. So let's go back to the chart. So it's 9:30, the closing time of this candle, and we see that price is running to the moon. The market opened, price was at 1786, and now it's at 1801. We got a long signal as it was going up. It detected, it did what we thought was going to happen. How many traders do that happen to? You know that price is going to go to a certain price point, and you don't swing trade, and you had to get out of your trade only to realize at the opening bell it hit your target, right? And now you had to get out of your trade. You paid $500 for that call option. Price didn't move. Now you're down 100, and now price gapped up to your target. Well, let's not let that happen again. Let's show you a little trick here and how to eliminate that problem. Just wait for measured moves alert and use it in conjunction with the other alerts that you know about, okay? That we've discussed in previous webinars. Alright, so I have this little lightning bolt here. See my little lightning bolt? And this is at 9:30. And to a trader, it just looks like this is going up. If we move our fibs up a little bit, it may break out and hit 1807, or it may retest 1789. But overall, it looks bullish. It looks like it's definitely headed to 1807, right? Well, a measured move alert came out. So we're gonna there go our measured move alert we just looked at in the application, MSP ALGO Artificial Intelligence Trading Bot. So that was the log that we looked at. So we could see the measured move alerts on the log, or we can look while we're watching the application, we could see the measured move alerts in the application. So here go the log, and here's the application. So as the day is going on, this is pre-market. We're going to go closer to when the market's open. This is the 10-minute. MSP ALGO Artificial Intelligence Trading Bot, giving you information on order flow for the top 10% of traders that win 90% of their trades. So we could see we have a measured move alert right here. And so I looked at the app, the log, to try to find out what measured move alerts came out. This comes out every 10 minutes, updates every 10 minutes. I say, oh, okay, it's 9:30. Let me go look at Amazon. So I actually go to the app to chill in and see what is actually going on. And it says, Amazon, measured move alert, normally means a spike is coming now and price action is going to reverse from the past trend. That's what it normally means. So most of the time it means it's going to reverse from the past trend. Sometimes it may be a continuation of a prior measured move alert, and we'll look at that any minute now. So it says the anticipated price action flush, then retest prior resistance. If it break out, it's going to go higher, and if it fail, it's going to go lower, and it's telling us what the daily support resistance levels are. Okay, so we know that a spike's coming. That's pretty much what this is saying. So what does that mean? Let's look at the chart. Okay, so I know a spike is coming here. Not sure if it's let's say I just didn't look at anything else. Of course I could look at other things, but I just want to focus on finding out if it's a pop or drop, just looking at a measured move alert only. Okay, so normally it says what happens is price will flush, retest resistance, and then if it break out, it's going to go higher, and if it does not, it's going to go lower. So everything is based on this candle. So we're going to say resistance is about 1800, and we got support on this candle about 1786. So if we use the wick, 1780 to 1802. So let's move this and see what happened. And then another measured move alert came back right after that one. So now we have another one. It came out. So we had back-to-back measured move alerts. They came out. So that says price is going to make a nice move, and it's going to be happening any minute now. Normally I notice it happens within the second or third candle after the initial alert. Each alert is a new alert. It's going to have an effect on price action. It just depends on how close it came out. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we're going to check this out. Okay, so you see what happened? We got a measured move alert. Candle as gorgeous as could be. Completely bullish chart. Normally means price is going to reverse 90% of the time, or it may be continuation. Okay. Based on reading the details about measured move alerts, it did say most of the time the first move is a flush, right? just going to do this, see what happens. Okay, so anticipated price action, flush, then retest prior resistance. If breakout, higher. If fail, retest next support. So here's where we got our measure move alerts. We see that it did exercise that price action. This is a huge flush here. So what would you do? You're looking at that the key is to watch the candle where it came out. Normally what it tries to do is retest the resistance, and if it cannot, then it'll fail. So there's a variety of different scenarios. This is one, but here we could see we would snare resistance, and we could see that on this next candle, price started pulling back. So we're thinking this is a short. So we took the short. And we're watching support levels. So it just flushed through that support. Didn't even have time to get out, and it's really bearish. So we finally got out here. So we got our short. So the measure move alert said that there is a spike coming here. Now, normally within the next candle or the candle after that move is gonna come. So based on a 10-minute time frame, this does not apply to any time frame for intraday besides a 10-minute time frame. You need to get the alert as soon as it come out. It's not going to be applicable to the 30-minute or the 60-minute. As you can see, these move quickly, and you need to know when it came out so you can look at the next 10-minute candle. Okay, now so we got two measure move alerts. Now I'm thinking this is what happened. This measure move alert came out and price popped. So it kind of says up, down, up, down. So price popped. Then a back-to-back measure move alert came out and price reversed. It dropped. And then another measure move alert came out near the bottom and price popped. You see how powerful these are? So it said pop, drop, pop. And what does that mean? It's gonna move. What we don't see is chop. Measure move alerts defeat chop. So if you're trading and you have a small account, you just wait for measure move alerts to come out. Okay? So that's pretty much how you play measure move alerts. Let's continue on this and see what else came out for the day. And here's another one right here. Get that candle. 1250. So it did a little, it looked like it's, let's look at that app here. Look at the times. Okay, so we had one at 1250. Okay, so here's one at 1250. It's doing the same thing. It didn't move as much, but it did the expected move. Normally you try to retest that resistance. It's 1785, and it dropped to like 1773. It's not as big, but at least you know these things are going to move. So let's see what happened with that one. It's interesting. So you could get, you know, smaller moves, but that's a $10 move, even though, you know, compared to these, you know, $40, $50 moves here. But that's still a good move. You know it's going to move. You know it's not going sideways. You watch that next candle. You wait for that retest. And if it fails, you short that resistance as soon as you see it start to fail. In this scenario, an alert came out. See what happened. And that, so it kind of went near the 1770 support close. But anyway, that's how you play the measure move alerts. So, as we could see, out of all the alerts we got, and this is in one day, normally the alerts closer to, well, I'm not going to say that because I'm not really sure. I didn't do that much back test on it. But 90% of the time, these are pretty good scalp moves. This move was 1996 to 1739. So you're not really going to get those type of moves constantly. You're going to get more like the $10, $15 moves like this, you know, for like an Amazon, which is an excellent scalp, be in the money, and you know it's going to try to retest that resistance, and as soon as you see rejection, you short it, and you know, you pretty much got about a $10 move there in 10 minutes. $10 move in 10 minutes. Here, it did take a little longer because it made a bigger move. So this is 1800. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It took about an hour. But the great thing about these moves is, as you could see, let's say you was long and the measure move alert came out here. You would have known to get out of your position. Same here, you were short. They don't come out all the time, but when they do, they're advantageous to the trader. In the long run, on a longer time frame, the daily, it normally means that a huge move is coming in the future. But it does have an effect on the intraday chart, and these are nice spikes. When these come out, price will spike. We're going to do one more and call it a day. Let's look at the app. And Google. So we see we got a measure move alert for Google. All we're talking about today is intraday plays. The rest of this is just too much to go over in one video. We'll do that in the future. But right now, We're focusing on intraday, and this is pretty much dealing with the alerts that come out intraday, and then it communicates to you about the alert for the longer time frame on the daily chart. But in order to get those spikes, you need to be watching intraday. So we're going to look at Google for the 31st. So we can see we got Google there. So we're going to go to the chart. We're going to go to that time frame. Pretend today is the 31st. Alright, when the market opened, we got a measured move alert at 9. Okay, so that's my little icon for measured move alert there. Normally I have an orange color there. It's good as gold. Okay, so price opened up at 1231. It looked like it flushed and then popped to 1237. So I had about a $10 move in that alert there. Let's see what that move looked like. Wow. So here got a candle with a measured move alert came. It normally retests that resistance. If it fails, it'll pull back. If it does not fail, so this is the options here. Up. Of course, there's a lot of things we can look at to see if they're buying or selling, but we're just focusing on looking at a chart and gauging a measured move alert, just looking at a chart. It's good to look at the trading bot for more information, or to pull back, right? So this candle is the test case. Whatever price does here is going to be the direction normally. This candle is going to, normally, the most popular move I've seen with this, and you could do your own back test, is you try to retest this resistance level on the last candle, and you didn't get this trade because the market opened up so quick, and by the time you blinked, everything was going on. So you see your measured move alert, you're waiting to try to get some price action. See what that next price action is, because you forgot the app and all you got is your chart today, right? Okay. So they go to trader. It just, I'm sorry, you saw it in the app and you forgot your password, so now you just got your charts. Okay, so you got to know, what is this? What is this? You need some money, honey. Okay. So you know that normally price retests this next candle, going to try to break out or retest this resistance high, and if it fails, you're looking for a short. If it break out, you're looking for a long. So normally the next 20 minutes, it's going to tell you direction if it's not the next candle. So we saw that thing trying to retest. It failed, and it hit the 1236. It actually opened up near the highs here, the 1236, and it dropped like a rocket 100 miles an hour. This is how powerful measure move alerts are, and how you could quickly get great scalps. Let's see what happened. Ice cream, cake, and cookies. Let's see if any other alerts came out. So we had a 9:30. Now we have 12:10 and 12:30. So we didn't get any new alerts then. Okay, so we're looking for a 12:10 candle. Which will be this one. And let's see what happens. I didn't look at this, so I'm not really sure. Look at it in advance. See? So, and then we had what, 12:30 or whatever? $12:40. So you could see that it could be a continuation of the move that it just talked about, okay? So, so in a nutshell, you know how measure move alerts work. What does it do? It tells you a spike is coming, up or down. How do you gauge? Of course, you want to look at MSP ALGO Trading BOT and look at, are they buying and selling or whatever. But as well as you can get confirmation using the charts too. If price could break out, then it's going to go higher. If price cannot, then it's going to go lower. So the most common move I see is the alert come out, it flush, it retest, flush, and then it retests the resistance. So it tested this resistance. Normally it flushed. Then it goes back to retest this resistance in the future. So you know that price is based on this candle right here. And we could see in the future it did retest. So it did the standard protocol, price action protocol, which is flush, pop. This candle, try to retest this candle. The alert came out here, it's trying to retest, it failed, it flushed. Normally it does flush, okay? The flush depends on the price action. And sometimes you get another measure move alert near the bottom. In this case, the next time we got another one was when it was gonna, what? Pull back again. So we could see it came out here. Standard protocol is trying to retest. It failed. It's a short. Okay? And that's how you can make a lot of money trading measured move alerts. So what do measured move alerts do? Measured move alerts tell you that the stock is gonna make a nice move when? Now, when? Soon after that alert come out. So you gotta focus on the what time frame? The 10-minute time frame. Why? Because you need to see what's going to happen in the next 10 minutes. Okay? Now, that's how measure move alerts can make you rich quickly using MSP ALGO Artificial Intelligence Trading BOT. So you know you can easily win 90% of your trades consistently trading measured move alerts, and you don't have to ever worry again about is price going to chop for eternity. Again, this defeats the chop bot. They could chop if there's accumulation or distribution process going, and it's chopping in the 2-penny price range. You don't need to worry about it. Just wait for a measured move alert. Okay? We're going to come out with some more webinars and videos. This is one of the exciting ones we got for our team. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. What we're going to do is get all the webinars out so that people can get up to speed and know how our application works and our trading lingo, so that when we do trade live on YouTube, they'll be up to speed and could make money at the speed of light. Happy trading!